Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Consistent times 10. That's the only way we know how to do it around these here parts. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sports Chatter Show. This your boy, Coach Lee. It's Tuesday night, Taco Tuesday, or something like to call it, and we're back at it like we're mad at it. Man, it's time to run one with your guys. With that being said, what's up, Uncle Leroy Jr.?
Hey, man, I'm just cooler, just getting one day closer to December the 11th. Where's the ugly sweater and casino night party, man? It's up there. If y'all can't be here in the place, in the building, y'all can join us virtually. But, man, look, it's the Sports Chatter Show. It's Taco Tuesday. This the show where we talk about the trending post in Sports Talk with Friends group, man. Like, I'm ready. But as always, we got to bring in our guy way up from the Boston Bean State. Our guy, too, man. What's him?
Hi, y'all know the slogan. Everybody has a price. For the Boston Baked Bean.
What's up, brother?
Hope you eating all your finest tacos and adding them with the finest toppings.
So how's it going on? Has it started snowing out there, man? Like, what's going on?
Actually, on my side, no. Actually had flurries a little bit in between days, the last 10 days, but nothing too crazy yet, man. Massachusetts is safe right now. But I know this year is going to be crazy.
I don't understand that. Like, I mean, I just think everyone up north, over east, down yonder way, it just snows, man. Like, once winter hits, when the groundhog says winter is coming soon, it snows, man. Like, I don't understand nothing else. So
I'm on the south side of Massachusetts, so a lot of flooding that comes with it. A lot of rain. The rain hits hard out here. When it snows, is sometimes mixtures, which for the roads, icy and slippery, but it makes out sometimes in terms of the melting and things of that nature. So it's actually good to be where I'm at. The last couple of years haven't really been crazy.
Hey, I'm sorry. Uncle Leroy, don't say the Leroy without the junior, is public school smart, and you left me with the snow melts, the flurries. All I know is cold out there. But, man, what we got going on for the show today? Like, what's going on?
Man, you know how we like to do it up here in the Sports Chatter Show. We talk about the topics that cause some fire in the group, sometimes controversial, sometimes fun as you know what, sometimes just need to be talked about. But that's how we do it on Tuesday nights.
Just like that, man.
Just
I like this shit. Because, see, I get to cuss and say what I want to say in the group where people be playing with my emotions. Shit. Sorry.
Modification coming.
Well, speak of playing with your emotions. Everybody's a big-time supporter of their favorite sports team. So we titling this bad boy Rip Your Squad. And it involves yours truly, Uncle Leroy Jr., when he was recently at a Pelicans Mavericks game. So first topic of the night comes from you, fine sir. During the New Orleans Pelicans win over the Dallas Mavericks, I was called out as not being a fan since I didn't have a recent Pelicans Drew Holiday jersey. Thoughts? Fandom check.
You read that totally differently how I had it in my head.
Well, go on and read this. Them your words.
Thank you. Like, it's kind of weird hearing you say my goddamn words. You know what I mean?
Hell, fine way.
But yeah, so I was at the game, and this was this was a big reach for us. I still see my face and everything, but this was a big reach. So I was at the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Dallas Mavericks game. And the guy coming up, he was leaving. Of course, we was winning, and he seen I had a Drew Holiday jersey on. He was like, "Oh, you don't even have a team. You don't even have a jersey with the current player on the team. Take this L." So I was like, "What the fuck?" So I really wanted to slap him, but I already ran my chances up with the old lady at the ticket box. But so yeah, I needed a fandom check. So that was my post about. So the post was, I was recently at a New Orleans versus Pelicans win. I mean, New Orleans Pelicans over Dallas Mavericks win, and I got called out because I didn't have on a recent player jersey. So fandom check. Do you need to have a recent player jersey or anything to be considered a true fan?
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no, not at all, man. And I used to think that when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what age the guy was that came up to you, but when I was young and I seen people with jerseys that were, had some wear and tear, or old, or a guy that's not on the team no more, I used to laugh and giggle. But you look at reality, you look at life, and you just look at the fan's perspective. You're a fan. You're there with that team's jersey on, no matter if the guy's old or new. You're there to support. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and that person is especially mad because he's taking the L, and you're a winner that night. So he tried to say something to get under your skin, which a lot of dumb fans do. But guess what? He was about to take that L. But Uncle L said, I'm going to chill so you won't take that L. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get locked up. They ain't let me out. But, hey, gotta give a shout-out to Cedric Pop for hanging out with us.
What's going on, Cedric?
What's up, fam? Man.
So I want you to explain why, because you said earlier you used to feel that everyone needed to have a recent person, like a recent player jersey. Like, why did you feel like that? You said you're young.
Product of my being a product of my environment, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people from the neighborhood, you want to laugh at the person that's homeless, and you want to laugh at the person that has a jersey with a hole in it, or not an old player that doesn't play on the team no more. But gaining common sense and becoming an adult, you see a lot of things more clearer and correct. And it's the United States of America, baby. Wear what you want to wear, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to spend no $100 on no jersey. You damn right.
But hey, definitely want to give let everyone, our viewers know, because this is an interactive show. So what we're talking about is, you can chime in. We want to know, do you have to have a recent player jersey to be considered a true fan? Or so that's what we're talking about right now. So you saying, so let me make sure I'm following you. So it seems like you're saying that you're considered poor or underprivileged if you don't have a recent player jersey?
No, not even in that revolve. There's something to laugh at. Being young kids growing up, you know what I'm saying? You're young, you're wild. You're laughing at dumb stuff like you want the new stuff, the new Nikes, the new Jordans, the new jerseys.
Right.
When you get
old ass jersey.
You get older, you get kids, you have a family, you're working, you're grinding. None of that stuff really matters. You know what I'm saying? I got throwback jerseys. Jerseys of old people, you know what I'm saying, that don't play no more. And I appreciate those because those are actually hot. The old jerseys are actually hot. You know what I'm saying? It kind of brings, what type of era you was born in. Like, I was born in this era. We ain't with the shiny shoes and the tight pants and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I salute anybody that wears old-time jerseys from 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know why? Because I'd be damned to spend hundreds of dollars on jerseys at the end of the day. I'm there as a fan. I'm supporting.
But see, like, let's keep on that, because see, like, that was a fashion thing, not a fan thing. Because because to me, back in my days, it was if you had a knockoff jersey. You know what I'm saying? Even when it was like football jerseys and you had to wear the authentic Reebok jerseys. So that's where I'm trying to get an understanding to where is it a fashion thing or is it something, that's a true fan thing? because, like you said, oh, you got the old jersey, da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, my jersey authentic, the motherfucker still costing me down to $200. You know what I'm saying? So, like, of course you're going to wear it. So, what, so is it a fashion thing or is it something with a fame?
It's
I feel
both.
both. It could be both. Growing up is totally fashion because you're watching and you're glued to a lot of these celebrities that you grow up watching and stuff like that. So definitely has a lot to do with fashion but once you get your own sense of mind and grow up, you know what I'm saying? You start seeing fans. You're a fan. You could continue to be fans of these teams your whole life, hopefully. So, things change as a fan. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're there or watching TV or supporting your team hard, it don't matter what type of jersey you're wearing, what type of basketball apparel you're wearing to that team. You're wearing that team stuff, man.
That's how I understand it to be, especially if it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? Then you can't really talk, you know what I'm saying? But, so I'm trying to get an understanding of where this guy's coming from. Like, how you going to say, my real jersey, just because it was a Drew Holiday and he wasn't on the current team, on the current roster, you're saying, you give me an L saying I'm not a real fan. I don't understand.
Bandwagon dude.
Huh? Like a bandwagon dude. Seems like
I have more respect for the guy like yourself that got the old jersey. I went to a Cowboy game probably about 3-4 weeks ago, and it was family of four. They had on number 88 for CD, for Dez, for Playmaker, and Drew Pearson. And I thought that was the coolest thing, man.
Exactly. And to me, that shows fandom because at the end of the day, that's showing like, hey, I've been a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to get a current roster player. That's easy. But at the end of the day, I want to show you I'm a fan. So, just like, I got a Drew Brees, I got a Michael Thomas, you know what I'm saying? But, to that point, I don't have anyone on the current Saints roster. But you can't tell me I'm not a Saints fan, so I don't understand this whole concept. Let's get Cedric Powers' comment up there. So let's see what he says. So he says, that's history, and I love that. Exactly. So that's why, I don't understand to whereas people says that just because you don't have a current roster player, you're not a true fan. But let me just throw this at you. So shout out to our guy, on our leadership team, Kai Robertson. He was a former running back for the New Orleans Saints. So he told me one time, he was like, man, big people in New Orleans, like the currencies, the juvenile, the cash money, all the big players in New Orleans or just different cities, they don't really recognize players that's not on the current roster. So what do y'all think about that?
That's just the way. That's the way normal. That's the way society is now. That's the way it is. And then they try to take away the older fans because they're older, but they have more knowledge than anybody else probably that watch the game. That's young and with current events. And that's a knockoff as well, man. And it's disrespectful to your fan base. It should be disrespectful to yourself as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
And that's one thing about Sports Talk with Friends. We're powered by fans. So we just, that's why we're pressing this issue, because we want to know how the true fan feel. Because, like I just said, guy, he just called me that said that I wasn't a true fan because I didn't have a jersey of a player off the current roster. And the second thing that, I was told to by Kai Robertson, and just trying to get an understanding on this different fan base. And he's like, man, it's crazy how, the big players in different cities, like once you're not on the current roster, they really don't recognize you anymore. So like right now, everyone loves Alvin Kamara in New Orleans. Guess what? If he drops off this current roster, no one's going to recognize him. Just like Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, we loved him so much, we gave him a $1 million contract. Now he's not on our current roster. So what do y'all think about that?
That's the difference. That sucks, but that's the difference of the more. I'm not knocking the Saints. I'm just.
No, we're talking. No, talk.
Of the storied franchises like the 49ers, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Steelers, now the Patriots. Those fan bases, they support their team no matter who's on the team, and they became a fan at a certain point in their life. And that team that they cheer for every weekend, it has some type of nostalgia for them. It's a point in their life that takes them back to either a childhood or a big game that they remember. That's part of being a fan. It's an investment of your emotions.
Wow. Real talk.
That's real talk, man. That's real rap. I actually talking about, Just talk about overall. This Joe Horn Saints jersey used to be one of my faves.
Man, hey, that's one of my role models. He came and talked in my high school, man. That's you can't tell me nothing bad about Joe Tucci Horn.
That guy right there. If there's a jersey I can get again, I would get a Joe Horn and grab the nice throwback fold and make a nice call. You gotta love throwbacks. You gotta love old school jerseys. You gotta love them.
You can be a fan, you know what I'm saying? You can have a dedicated team, but you can be a fan of a player on the team. Like, say, for instance, me, my next jersey purchase is going to be either a Warren Moon or Earl Campbell jersey. All of the jerseys. Because it brings back, it was another, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I watched Earl running up and down the field, running people over. I watched Warren Moon in the Moon Patrol airing that bad boy out. And those are points of, you know what I'm saying, but back in life that I remember, and it's an enjoyable moment for me. So I ain't got no problem, you know what I'm saying? I got, all Cowboy stuff for the most part, but I got some Jag stuff up in here. Don't ask why.
Hey, certain players get you that way, man. All I say in that regards is you can do that, but I just hate the when you rooting for multiple teams type thing. You could be fan of players, like you said. But there be people that be jumping the bandwagon shit.
I ain't gonna root for the other team.
We can't mess with those fans. Those fans ain't allowed.
Right.
Those fans ain't allowed. But I mean, overall, man, I got some nice jerseys. Everybody got some good different jerseys, hopefully, of some sort. Don't got to be a lot.
But, it's just funny, like how fans these days gauge themselves. Because at the end of the day, I'm a fan since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like I played park football and got my numbers off, my number of my jersey because of some of the Saints receivers jersey. You know what I'm saying? So, for a guy to tell me that, hey, I'm not a fan of this team just because I have no one on the current roster, like, to me, I don't understand that. And to me, that shows. And what was the funniest thing to me? The guy just had a Dallas Mavericks t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. He's telling you, bro. Recently go grab a New Jersey for $50 to $100 when he got a $12 TJ Maxx Dallas Mavericks shirt on.
Hey, look, I want y'all to get a piece of the action that I'm giving. So this is me on, you know what I'm saying? I want, let y'all know why, maybe probably why he gets. Let's go, Cal. There you go.
Look, all these Mavs fans.
You better leave them people alone.
They hated me after that. Like, that was after that point, and that was when they called the little old ticket lady who was way in the back and told me, look, you gotta cut this crap out, man. But, before we move on, and get some of these comments from his actual post, what do y'all think? So does it make you a fan? You have a true fan for you to have a player on the current roster, a jersey of a player on the current roster? What do y'all think about that?
To me, you would never know. You would never know, but you could never judge the book by its cover because you don't know what this person knows franchise-wise about his team. That's the one thing I would say about it because there are some people that wear old jerseys and they probably don't even pay attention to the game no more, pay attention to the current rosters. They can have a 10%, fatuation in that. But moralize, if you had a basketball game like you was, and you got a jersey on, you ain't just there to be there. You have love for this team.
You know what I just thought about? When I go to games, I don't even wear jerseys. My jerseys and my gear for me is for when I'm out and about. Because I figure if I'm at the game, I'm cheering. I'm there for a reason. I don't need nobody to know. Every day, I want you to know I'm a Cowboy, Maverick, Ranger, Stars fan.
Well, absolutely.
But at the game, it's obvious.
That part. That part. Great call out. So let's get to these comments. Let's get to these comments before we take our quick break.
Brady says,
shout out to you, Cedric, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We see you still chatting it up with you.
Yes, sir.
With us.
Brady said, as long as you there supporting, bro, you a fan. We love Drew anyway.
Shout out to my guy Brady, man. Shout out to he's part of the Mustang Mafia. But that's crazy.
Terrence says, I don't have a jersey, past or present, and I'm a fan.
That part. So, just like you said, like you're at the game cheering, like how you gonna test someone's fan card because of the jersey number they wear? It's crazy. So
you know why? Because that same dude, I'll probably get in trouble for this, but F it. That same dude probably get beat up by a significant other and he pee when he's sitting down. He's just a hater. His life sucks, so he wants your life to be bad.
Facts. That's too funny. Well, man, yes, sir. Let's get to another comment we got.
I got a comment right here. It says, I'm just from Brandon Keith Lacey Sr. He says, me personally, I no longer buy recent player jerseys due to free agency. I only buy Hall of Famers and legends.
That's a valid point. That's
Talk about
and that's true. Free agency now is changed the game so much. Guys are here today, gone tomorrow. Whereas back in past times, you know what I'm saying? You can be in elementary, and by the time you hit high school, that same player is still playing with your favorite team.
Exactly. And always circle back around to what Dirk Nowitzki said, to whereas now there's no loyalty with franchises and players. Everyone's chasing a bag now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and back in the days, to me, players, teams used to pick players to be the face of their franchise. But like you say, now with free agency, they're not even doing that anymore. They're following the LeBron James norm. Oh, let's just fill this roster or something. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it's very much so.
Yeah, the way they dissect players, draft players now, a lot of the stuff is just lazy. This is lazy.
All right, so question, because like I said, I'm still, I've been isolated for a whole year with COVID, man. So I'm just getting back out, and I'm trying to get my jersey game up. So too, how do you buy jerseys nowadays? Is it for the player? Is it for the team? Like, what is it?
Me personally, I'm gonna be real with you. I wanted a Russell Westbrook jersey from the Lakers, but honestly, the only Laker I could rock is Kobe. And jersey-wise, other than that, I just go off style. Like, you know what I'm saying? What players I like growing up. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. Like, this summer, I grabbed the Diana Taurasi jersey. I grabbed the Candace Parker Tennessee jersey. I grabbed the Steph Curry Davidson jersey. Like, players that I liked in the time that I was watching sports at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like that. That's how I go about it.
Makes sense.
Definitely.
For me, I'll let you answer this last, Coach. Like back in my fashion days, you know what I'm saying, where I had to have everything, you like swagger fresh. I used to do that. Now that I'm my fan, all I do is buy jerseys and of my teams. That's it. I buy that. I buy nothing Dallas Cowboys, but I buy New Orleans Saints. I buy Pelicans. I might buy Rangers. But, it's always been, my teams. And that's how I circle my fashion around. I'm not going to go buy, just because I got some powder blue and yellow shoes, I'm going to go buy me a Steph Curry jersey. I don't even wear that crap anymore. So, all right, that's good looking out for that. What do you think? How do you buy jerseys nowadays, Coach Lee?
Nowadays, it's actually a strategy for me. First off, I don't buy jerseys on a regular basis, just like I don't get tattoos. Sometimes I would find something else to do with my money. Now, when it comes to my jerseys, though, like I've got a couple of them I've thought about. I've sat down a while, and they are some that are usually going to be deemed as throwback. Like, I got the J. Kidd jersey when he played for the Mavs. I still got a T.O. jersey when he went to Cowboys. I got a Dez Bryant jersey. Stuff like that. Whereas now, I'm looking at, old school, like a Michael Downs or a Dexter Cleanscale jersey or something like that. For real Cowboys fans know who that is. Or something of that magnitude. I want something to where it got some pop to it. Like, I remember that player. What's up, man? And it strikes up a conversation with a fellow
Thank
fan.
you. That's what sports is for, and that's what Sports Talking Friends is. It's we build relationships talking sports. Exactly. To me, that's what a jersey should be about. Not it's about fashion. Back then it was about fashion. I like that. So before we take this quick break, let's see what Cedric says. So Cedric says it's for the players for me, always that I like. Michael Down Stroback, that's what he says. So I'm guessing he's saying that it's he goes towards the players and less for the actual team that they play for. We must be from an area where they don't have no basketball, football team over there. Drop your city, man. Before we come back from this break, we want to see what city you're calling in from.
Absolutely.
So, all right, Coach Lee.
But at the end of the day, let me see where he at. He drop it? All right.
Cowboys.
Salute.
Cowboy Nation, welcome, man.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Super Bowl ready this year, man.
I don't know why I asked that. Now I'm ready to take this damn break. Let's take
They ready for a break. We're going to take our first break for the night, folks. We're going to be back in about 15, 20. Hold on to your butts.
That was good with the people. It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
Shout out to Mac, man. Quick recovery, bro. Hope you come back next season healthy, man.
Facts. It's the Cleveland Browns, they need you, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. But, man, we back with Motorsports Challenge Show. We get to talk about all these topics in our group, man. I like this show. So what we got?
So next up, we got Worthy Candidate. And this got a little bit of chatter today as far as not only this player, but there was a player, I think it was Josh Allen, I think, from the Washington football team. I think, could be wrong, any of that. But for this one, it speaks particular. This is for you. I didn't realize this was from you, too. You said he would get my vote, and this is speaking to Dakota Rain Prescott being the Dallas Cowboys 2021 nominee for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. So, start off with you. Oh, he dropped him. Start off with 2. Who will be your vote for that?
Each team gets somebody, right? If
Yes.
I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean it would be that for the Cowboys' stake. I would take it as. I'm here in New England, so it'll probably be a guy like Matthew Slater, the kick returner here in New England. And there's guys that not normal that you see all around the cameras, though Dak has became of a star the last few years, so he's a lot more on TV. But I mean, those guys that give back every day, man, can go off the field and what I'm saying, before they do what they want to do for the week, man, give back, care more, man. And it goes with the story too, man. This man lost a season last year, and I mean, injuries happen in the game. But overall, man, the story is good for me as a Cowboys fan, man. I'm only picking Dak. I don't care about nobody else on any other team. And the only reason why Unc is picking and liking Dak to be the nominee because nobody on the Saints has, let's just say, they like Cowboys fans.
Hold on, you stepping on my phone.
They like Cowboys fans. They like Cowboys fans.
He finna get you, man. He finna
Cowboys
get you.
fans. That's what I appreciate the love, brother.
Leroy finna get you. Hey, shout out to Anthony Price, man. He said you can't put Cowboys in the Super Bowl in the same sentence, and followed up by Mike. Sure you can. The Cowboys would not win the Super Bowl.
That's that point.
That's what's up, man.
Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. But, I want to first, let's just call out, let's just say what is the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award? The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award is presented annually by the National Football League, honoring a player's volunteer and charity work, as well as his excellence on the field. Prior to 1999, it was called simply the NFL Man of the Year. So, by that rationale, I mean, how can you not vote for, you know what I'm saying? How can you not vote for Dak Prescott? You know, just like, you know, he represented mental health. You know what I'm saying? He represented a whole lot, you know, and he overcame a lot of that. I mean, he's been volunteer. He does a lot in the Dallas community already. But at the end of the day, you know, he impacted the field. We've seen that last year or this year, both years, and how, you know, the Dallas Cowboys looked horribly last year. They look better this year with him. But, I mean, just on those two things right there, he got my vote. So I'll let you slide this time.
Can we record? I hope somebody recorded this, man.
Everything's already.
Hope somebody record this, man. You know, because I'm gonna play this. You know what I'm saying? When we're hosting the Lombardi at the end of the season, I'm gonna the man of the year, the champion of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, I've been, you know, I'm hard on Dak Prescott because he is from East Texas, aka Shreveport, Bossier City, Louisiana. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, the guy is part of the Dallas Cowboys. You know, so there's immense pressure right there. You know what I'm saying? He went through a whole lot with the team. He watched his team, you know, during, you know, the whole take a knee situation. So he's been a leader on and off the field. And once again, the guy spoke out on mental health awareness. And he came out and spoke on his own issues. So you got to salute a guy who's able to just speak on his own issues on a level like that.
Hey, respect to you on that, man. You know, bring up some of these comments here because, you know, obviously, you know, you said that he gets your vote. Matt, one of our moderators, Matthew, shout out to you, brother. I give it to Russell Wilson just for all the donations he has done to worthy causes. This one is another Marvin Go Saints, so you know who his favorite team is.
Wait, but you know, shout out to Matthew, but to what the category is on the field. What has Russ done on the field better than Dak Prescott?
Not this year.
Exactly.
Marvin Go Saints says, "Good man, overcame a lot of adversity to prove himself. I hope he wins." But then you got some people who don't like him. Shout out to Ricky. He wouldn't get my vote. I lost respect for him when he made comments about taking a knee. Say it wasn't the time or place. Uncle Leroy, usher you up, sir.
Oh. On what? On that statement?
on that statement.
On the whole taking anything, I mean, like, I want to know what his statement, because I think someone commented on him, they challenged him on that. What was the statements? What were the statements after that?
Sherwood said, I agree that was a terrible statement. However, it doesn't take away from all he has done and is doing this year off the field as well as on it after a horrific injury. But then he agreed with him. He said that's true.
That part. So, you know, and that's what's fun is how, you know, people be quick to throw stones. Now, I think he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, but this is his statement. He's Dak Prescott, his statement on taking a knee. I always believed in standing for what I've always believed in standing up for what I believe in. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. Prescott for taking the next step with action, not taking a knee. I respect what all guys believe in, Prescott said. So that was his statement on the whole taking a knee thing.
So he says it's a time and a place for it, but for those that decided that was a time and a place, he's not knocking them for it.
Right, exactly. You just living your life. You're living your life accordingly. You're living your life. Life is on play. You can't rewind life. You can't fast forward life. You can only live going straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell you want Dak to do, Ricky McLaughlin? What do you want him to do?
You know, that whole thing there, I'm like, it's easier to tell somebody else to do with their money, so to speak.
Especially when you ain't making it for
That's that man's career. That's his right. It's kind of sad that, certain demographics, you can't have a difference of opinion than other people without being questioned on your thought process. That's where we lose it. And for me, and I spoke to it, I said he definitely has my vote. He's involved in mental health, was supportive, and wrote a letter to have Julius Jones push for clemency. He was supposed to get executed, and because
Yep.
Dak was one of the people that was instrumental in that, he still is going to be held accountable for the crime he was convicted of, but he's going to have a life sentence versus being executed.
Yeah,
He
that's
donated
true.
$1 million to improve the police training, change systematic racism, donated to give meals to 1,000 homeless people in freezing Dallas, and his Faith, Fight, Finish Foundation invests in the future of our youth by empowering individuals, families, and communities to find strength through adversity. So how can he's done all that, but then you got a difference of opinion for him because he didn't take the knee when you wanted him to.
I mean, because honestly, it's like, when people have their opinion, I try to get an understanding of them because, it's like some stuff that doesn't make sense. And if you look at the ending part of his name, you might understand that why this is a big thing to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, McLaughlin sound, but I can't pronounce that because they didn't teach that in John McDonald Public School in New Orleans, Louisiana. I couldn't pronounce that name. But at the end of the day, is why would you hold him taking a knee accountable, or as or as a smite, or as anything is a takeaway from him being nominated as the Walter Payton Man of the Year, man? Get that man his dues.
No doubt.
What other comments we have?
We have it kind of goes back and forth between Ricky and Malik. Malik said he challenged him again. His stance was that the football field should never be a place for political or patriotic grounds. And Ricky was his stance was whatever Jerry told him. My stance is you show me a better platform where people will pay the same amount of attention. And Malik, rightfully so, did he tell you that? He goes, please, Jerry made it very clear about the whole kneeling thing. Then he says, so you're assuming that's why he made the statement. Nothing is wrong with having an opinion. Just let us know that's your opinion. Me personally, kneeling creates a stance, but no action. Putting pressure on these crooked cops department is the action that's needed. And it speaks back to one what Leroy had always said at one point in time. I hope you don't mind me speaking out for you. But the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, you did this, but where's the action at? What's next? Besides, you made a whole bunch of money.
And let me do the ending of that sentence. Now we know what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? The people that right there that's in the sport that want to do all that talking, you know what? Like I always said, they Colin Kaepernick the situation. So what is Colin Kaepernick doing now? He's a spokesperson for indigenous people. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing any action, you're going to become a Twitter star like Colin Kaepernick for indigenous people. Get out of here with that, man. That's crazy, man. Let sports be what sports is for. It's a getaway. It's a real life getaway, man. Like, you know what, kids, they got these video games, all this anime and all this other stuff. Let my goddamn sports be sports. When I turn it on ESPN, I am not looking for CNN. It's ESPN.
Tell him.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I get caught up.
Man, it's the real, man. We don't want to hear that, man. This ain't no debate. This ain't no presidential debate show. Like you said, this is ESPN and whatever other channels got sports, man. Not no CNN, no CBS, no CBS
Now,
show.
Right.
For all of those that who did take a knee or they stand for something, if I see you out and about, you in the community, you in the hoods, I'm going to support you. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be your biggest fan in the aspects of that. Because it's funny because a lot of times people try to accuse athletes and stars or whatnot from not keeping it real and they feel some type of way. But if you actually keeping it real, you still stay in the hood that you say that you know that you stand up for. you would stay in areas where you try to say, like in this case, where people are being oppressed and taken advantage of. You can't talk, and then go back to Frisco. You can't talk, and then go back to Beverly Hills.
Right. You're a hypocrite. You're contradicting everything you're talking about. And that's what I'm saying. Like everyone, we talking about that. So you getting on this thing and taking a knee. That makes no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense. That's crazy. Because at the end of the day, what I'm saying, they paying you. You know what I'm saying? So and I went to this local high school game, about a month or so ago. And some of the players, the kids on the field took a knee. And then then what I seen, their girlfriends in the stands, they sat down in the stands. Like, it is ridiculous. It's similar. It reminds me of this whole thing with jerseys. It's a fashion thing. It's like,
ain't nobody talking about it no more.
Exactly.
It's not even talked about no more.
They just won't do it because it seems cool and they think that they're going to be trending on social media. That's what this whole thing seems to me. Sports has just now become a fashion show and a media spectacle. It's crazy.
My challenge for the athletes, if y'all want to stand up and be about something, go buy up the block. Go buy up the block, put people in positions to have resources around them so they're not constantly struggling. Guess what? If there's no grocery store there, and nobody live there.
Let's get Cedric's comment up, man. My little play nephew, man, he's a beast. He was at Life Academy. He's going to SOC, man, next year, man. Like, dude was a beast. He was a running back, quarterback. Look him up. He was at Life Academy,
Shout out to them Golden Bears, baby.
A lot of people up there at SOC, man. So yeah, let's get them up there. So yeah, exactly. Definitely shout out to South Oak Cliff football team. And it's Khalil Ewell. So that's what he's Khalil Ewell from Life School. He'll be up there next semester.
Okay. That's what's up. And see, and that's a perfect stance right there. A lot of people in other groups and stuff that I'm in, as far as like local football team, they all spoke up about how they put money into SOC. They redid the school. Mm-hmm. They redid they got new textbooks. They reinvested and put resources there. And guess what? Kids that normally would transfer out of the area, they stay and put. They go to school. Now they got.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. My little play nephew, he was at Life Academy. He didn't get any attention. So he's going to SOC so he can get some college recruitment. He got no recruitment over there. And he was in comparison to his peers that went to SOC, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, man, these guys are getting college recruits already, man. Like, it's
got
crazy.
A program over there right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to them Golden Bears, home of Dennis the Worm Rodman.
Shout out to Worm, one of my favorite players all time, man.
Yes, sir.
So man, that's just stuff. Don't get a little harsh.
Yeah, it's time for our last break for the night.
Oh, you thought you was gonna be posh now? You thought you was posh now? You're gonna be posh in a bit.
Hey man, let me go. Y'all hang tight. We'll be back with more of the Sports Channel Show.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robertson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Welcome to the last segment of the Sports Chatter Show. Those who tuned in tonight, we appreciate you. Okay, he said he grew up with all those guys. That's what's up.
Man, we got to get you. We got to get an interview with you, man. All right.
Right, come on.
So, last topic of the night might be true to your heart. I'm saying tonight's an Uncle Leroy theme. First two posts about him. The last topic is I thought about him when when we put this together. So this one is, what's the play take?
Hey, big play take. Oh, wow.
So with that being said, this one is from Maurice, and he posted the stat line from last Thursday game. For Taysom Hill, we see you can see that I ain't gonna put no salt in the wound.
Okay.
But my question for you is, and I know you were huge proponent of big play tape.
That is a true statement.
Do you still stick behind that?
You want the long or the short answer?
Give me the short answer.
Fuck yeah!
Okay.
Big play tape familiar, man. Like, what you think? Of course. Yes. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay. I will probably say I will be a little bit more reserved just based on the initial body of work. I would let him go out and do his thing.
The initial who?
His initial body of work.
Oh, see, okay, using them, Dallas Cowboy words. I didn't know what that meant, but I'm following you.
I would still say y'all need to draft or bring some competition in there. And I still have a lot of good. The defense is solid. You got offensive line. Yeah, y'all got some injuries, but the offensive line is solid. You still got one of the big threats in number 41 back there.
Then but wait, man, 41 didn't play. I thought we were talking about big play Tay or the New Orleans Saints.
We're talking about big play Tay going forward.
We showed that he had 100 yards. So we showed that he absorbed the non-existent run game, who we had Mark Ingram there. So, yes, I am very confident in big play Tay. He also had 2 touchdowns.
But he had 4 picks.
I was waiting on that. Lamar Jackson, November 28th versus Cleveland Browns. 165 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. Oh, but we ain't going to talk about that, though. Oh.
I don't think he's going to win the Super Bowl.
But the only thing I'm saying is how the parallels are different. How everyone's saying, everyone got in the fence saying, oh, well, Taysom Hill Lamar Jackson is the which version of Taysom Hill or vice versa. Or, you know what I'm saying? Everyone getting up. But now we bringing up stats. Everyone saying, oh, Lamar Jackson is a passer. Okay, well, he has the same stats as Big Play Tay. And now everyone's saying, oh, Taysom Hill is not a quarterback. How is he not?
I don't think Lamar's
it's not a quarterback, man. It's not a quarter. We talked about this the other day.
So Lamar is. So I'm asking this. So we're comparing Lamar Jackson, Taysom Hill. We got the numbers. I got the numbers here.
You got the numbers.
Tell me how he's not a quarterback.
You got the numbers there. But what other positions does Lamar play? Does Lamar play tight end? Does Lamar play wide receiver? Does Lamar play return?
Why did you tell you Randall Cunningham, Cordell Pat? Do I need to name some other players who played Randall L? And there's so many players who played the quarterback position who can play other positions. So
different.
But so those guys that you just named, who's a better passer, Cunningham or Big Play Tay?
Hey, we ain't breaking them up there. Hold
on. If he was a real QB, man, what's up with all these extra numbers in sentences in contract? Oh, if he passes over 400 yards, he gets $2 extra million and all that. He ain't no real QB. He's a tax write-off. We've been saying this for a minute. Russell Wilson will be a Saint next year. Taysom Hill will be in Seattle.
We don't need Russell Wilson.
Seattle Seahawks.
We don't need Russ.
Thank you.
We don't need Russ.
Russ is going to the Big Easy. Him and Seattle coming to ride.
I am confident that in Big Play Tay because he had nothing and we scored. That was, the main reason why Taysom Hill got the start because the offense was lethargic. Everyone said, oh, why we could play the rookie. Why we could play the rookie? Because we played Trevor Siemian. Sounded like Trevor Seaman. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy was trash. You know what I'm saying? Which kept our offense with a shorter playbook, shorter time to throw the ball. The dude he had limited talent. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we had big plays, we had big explosive plays. And you can tell that the team is so used to losing because when Taysom Hill was extending the play, he's throwing it to the receivers, and they already gave up because they're used to the play being over at that time.
Maybe if the QB
style, we good.
Well, maybe if the QB wasn't hurt for 3 months, maybe it would be different circumstance. He got hurt, then he got signed to money, then he obviously had to have some type of good game during the season. Okay, it came against the Cowboys, but okay, we still haven't seen nothing yet from him. All we see is a tax write-off that we're still trying to see things from. He is an all-around player, and that's good to me. And I'm not disrespecting him. He's a great athlete. But quarterback and Taysom Hill, ain't it, Chief?
Taysom Hill had 2 touchdowns, 264 yards, 4 interceptions. Lamar Jackson had 253 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
You talk about the same Browns game?
No, we're talking about 2 different games. I'm just saying that's Lamar Jackson's last game.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was Lamar Jackson's game against Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Okay. Lamar's been stinking up the gym.
And who Pittsburgh Steelers does not have a better defense than the Dallas Cowboys. Do I need to pull the stats up for that? As you can see, I was ready for this conversation, sir.
No. Dallas Cowboys defense. My Dallas Cowboys defense is playing head over heels over Pittsburgh. But I'm not going to sit here and shout and disrespect Pittsburgh's defense like that. In a division game against the Ravens, in a humpback Lamar and the Ravens, I'm not going to do that. And that's no disrespect to my Cowboys team because we've been playing good. I just hope we remain to keep it good. Because we see the Green Bay Packers last year, statistically #1 the whole season, and then Tom Brady kicks their asses in the NFC Championship game. So that shit don't matter to me. You got to win Super Bowls, you got to win championships, defense or not. You got to perform at the biggest stages. My Cowboys right now are learning how to be consistently on defense.
But I'm going to say this. You know what really irritates? I'm going to say this. I'm going to use this real word. What irritates me with our culture, you know what I'm saying, is how, we get used to what we get used to. Like, we find fault in things that's like we said, oh, he's a tax write-off, but has Lamar Jackson got his money yet?
He will.
When? What is that? I'm saying when. What does he have to do? This is what I'm saying. So when is to me?
Somebody else. Lamar's the biggest superstar to QB-wise to hit Baltimore in forever. Baltimore ain't used to paying or even having a prepared contract for that type of play at all. Or that type of play, I should say.
Baltimore is one of the oldest franchises in the NFL. So you need to tell me they don't have the resources to pay a QB? Come on, man.
No. I didn't say that. I'm talking about when it comes to the Ravens, and we look at the Ravens, and
they don't believe in Lamar Jackson, man.
They don't believe in a lot of their QBs.
They don't believe it.
They don't believe in most of their QBs. They don't believe in. We're talking about the Ravens here.
They paid Joe Flacco. Do I need to pull up Joe Flacco's?
What?
They made Joe Flacco. After they won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco, he was the highest paid QB. Book it. Let's go, man. Get out of here.
What? Hold on. What was Joe
Flacco all those years before that?
All those years before that.
Well, hold on. Shout out to my guy, Mo, man. I see that Mark Reed.
Joe was nothing before that. The old Ray Lewis, old Ed Reed, they motivated that Ravens team to win that Super Bowl. What no goddamn Joe Flacco.
And Joe Flacco cashed in while those guys retired and got pushed out.
And where those players at for Lamar Jackson?
But you said the Ravens don't have money. They don't pay their quarterbacks.
They could have went to go get a receiver in the draft, and they draft Bateman. Like, come on. They ain't even doing enough for Lamar to even make them relevant enough. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, it's a business. They don't care. It is what it is. They don't care.
Big
now, one caveat. Talking about Lamar. Lamar is still on his rookie contract.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the season, how the schedule is brutal too, man, and he's not.
And so I understand. Like I said, what I just said, like that's what irritates me about how we get okay with being like a day. You say, oh well, Lamar Jackson's still on his rookie contract. Well, Josh Allen's not. And so what's your comeback to that, sir?
My comeback for that is that
Josh Allen's not. He got paid.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Buffalo got ass happy. Got ass happy with a year of goodness and paid that man $245. And what he do last night? He should have gave up $245 last night.
Facts.
Matter of fact, he could have kept $2.
He owed him a refund on that one.
It's crazy, man. Nah, but Lamar's sucking right now. He's definitely going against the money right now, and exactly the Ravens, exactly how they wanted to play. This is why they didn't give him the money, because they want to see this. And this is what they see.
And that's my point. That's what they expect. So that's my point. Everyone's saying but follow the money. The Saints paying this guy. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, Saints
big play tape from there, man. I keep telling it. That's it.
Shit.
So what Anthony said. So we got here. So Lamar going to hurt the Ravens cap room. I can see them tagging him to save money. Right there, that says loser. Shows it right. Let's get a comment on the screen. Anthony Price, appreciate you for hanging out. He says Lamar going to hurt the Ravens cap room. If they got money, if they won't pay him, they gonna find
ways. They right.
So
right now, the Ravens are ranked at number 30 or 31. Let's see. Hold on. No, the 27th in salary cap space right now.
That's what no. I heard too. No, this is
what the Saints look at salary cap is, because we just made a big move as well, and I know we have a salary cap issue too.
Yeah, that's why they and basically what I'm hearing too is that Lamar and the Ravens, Lamar basically knows what's going on right now. It's not like Lamar's in the dark. And like you said, they have crazy contracts they have to get rid of, like guys that are getting older that hopefully are going to retire, or some things that money will end up being shredded. And that's why Lamar has not got paid. It's not because he's a loser. It's because Baltimore has not had anybody like this that they have to go to the table against. You talk about Joey Flacco. Hell out of here with that bull crap.
Hate it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're making excuses for the dude losing.
There's no excuse.
He's letting the franchise use him because he's playing a very volatile, level of football. Yes, he's running the ball too much.
I want to get his money.
As a quarterback, he should be sitting back passing. He's cutting it, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the time, he's going to be 4 years in, he's not going to have much lifespan as a quarterback. Not playing that type of football.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Hey, we've seen a guy in Kirk Cousins play 3 years off the franchise. Lamar? Is Lamar really mad if he has to play 3 straight years off the franchise?
A lot of them want that. That's guaranteed NFL money. That's guaranteed money
too. At the end of the day, with the guarantee, and you just got that year stint right there. Regardless of that, you gonna get paid. I don't
know. You know what? I'm gonna follow Lamar Jackson. I want to see how he is the day after a football game when all them aches and sores be hitting. I don't think I think he won't get paid now.
He definitely deserves it. I would figure.
That's the only thing I'm speaking on, because at the end of the day, he reminds me of Marion the Barbarian at his position. Marion was a great runner, but he was taking too many unnecessary hits. He was running too hard in that shortened season.
You know what? I think a lot of teams are probably kind of scared of them big contract too because of Kirk Cousins.
Real talk.
Do you realize his cap hit this year was $31 million, and next year it's $45 million for Kirk freaking Cousins?
Just imagine the backup QBs now is going up. Like, there's a couple of backup QBs that played decent this season. That if they up for the table for some bread, they gonna get some too. So.
All right, so folks, we're gonna take this last comment before we get up out of this. So, Anthony Price. So he says, let's get his comment up. He says, Lamar. No, the other one.
This one, okay.
Lamar is the whole offense. Without him, the Ravens are nothing. True. They're going to pay him. It's going to be higher than Josh Allen deal, but not Patrick.
True.
Money.
That's true.
Why do you think
it's going to be?
Why do you think it's true? Take a first shot at that one, Coach Lee.
I think it's going to be true because he's going to be up there around where Dak got his money at, and the value that he has towards the franchise. It won't be Patrick Mahomes' money because Patrick, he's already delivered goods and whatnot. But I think it's going to be around that area. And one other caveat people got to remember: Lamar represents himself. He don't have an agent.
Right.
So they're going to try to fleece him as much as possible too.
You want to stick up for him? You want to stick up for him because I mean, I'm over here.
Nah. It's not about sticking up for him, man, at all. It's just like we're not gonna compare Lamar Jackson and Taysom Hill. Under no circumstances ever in my life, even if I'm tossed $1 million, I'm not having that debate, and I'm definitely not swinging Taysom Hill's way. Never.
Who's more valuable to their franchise?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh. Ask that in the form of a paycheck. Who's getting paid? Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
So Taysom Hill, he'll never see that money.
You know why? Because if Lamar gets hurt while he's in Baltimore, not only Lamar gets screwed, the Ravens get screwed too. Taysom Hill's a tax write-off. He's a tax write-off. How do you not see that this man's a tax write-off? Do you think he's worth that money? Hell no, he's not worth that money. And you know it. Everybody's watching this knows that he's not worth that money. He's a tax write-off. They need to keep that Saint. They need to keep that Saint in New Orleans. They're playing with the market right now. Good business.
So you're saying that Lamar Jackson is worth he's worth it, right?
He's worth it. If it's not by the Ravens, he's worth it.
Shout out to my guy Maurice right here. Steeler Nation. Did they win? Their last game?
Maurice.
No.
How many years? Maurice? How many years did it take Joe Flacco to get over the hump? I can name you all the games. I can name you all the times the Patriots diddled them. I can name them. Stop it.
Do you know what else beat the Ravens? Do you know what else beat the Ravens? You know what else beat the Ravens? The Dolphins. The Dolphins.
We're going to stop it.
The Dolphins beat the Ravens.
We're going to sit here and say Joe Flacco. Oh, my God.
The Dolphins beat the Ravens, man. I'm just saying.
Huh? What happened?
The Dolphins beat the Ravens.
Hey, the Dolphins beat the Ravens. The Lions beat the Vikings. The Jets beat the Titans. The Broncos beat the Cowboys. The Saints. Hold on. Hold the hell on. Jameis Winston.
Till next time.
Come on, bro. Come on. We can turn this all night long, man. Too many teams losing like that. You can't compare the game like that. Joey Flacco was blessed because you know what? I'm going to be real. Joey Flacco. No, be real. Joey Flacco, for everything that he put in with that franchise, he deserved that because he played hard. He continued to play hard. He never gave up on himself when he knew his team is primarily defense. He chugged at it and he continued to chug at it. So salute to Joe Flacco. We're not going to sit here and say Joe Flacco, no, hell no. We ain't doing that.
Lamar Jackson, he is what he is. And, I mean, his paycheck shows his team doesn't, sees any value in it. So, I mean, there ain't much I can say.
Hey man, if you look down
the money, man.
If you look down the line at the Baltimore QBs, we know that reason. That reason is not non-evident. It's evident. We know this. Stevie Wonder can see that.
How you have an excuse for all
There's
of this?
no excuses.
By the time Lamar Jackson get considered for a big deal, he's gonna be hurt.
Tony Banks. Trent Dilfer.
Listen, watch this. He missed a game this season. So you know what the franchise is doing? They're preparing for when he missed games in the future. They're gonna watch their backup quarterback. They're gonna start investing in their backup quarterback.
Because Baltimore's a franchise. At the end of the day, we know Baltimore. At the end of the day, if they get rid of Lamar Jackson, we're not gonna be surprised. Because we know their ammo and we know how they approach themselves, how they represent themselves. We know that. But we're not going to sit here and say Lamar's not worth no cash. Maybe not to the Ravens, but he's worth some money. But then
who? Because at the end of the day, what they did? Harbaugh did. He scaled back. He designed their offense behind Lamar Jackson. Who's going to do that? What other franchise is going to do that? None. So he's a unique value. He's only a value to them.
Draft the QB next year, and then we could. And if they draft the QB next year, I'll be more in your direction. But until now, no, I'm not.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Lamar win NFL MVP?
Wait, do I need to say some names who also won the NFL MVP?
No, we talking about Lamar and Taysom. Taysom would never win an MVP.
Wait, you say Taysom would never win the MVP?
He would never win the MVP.
He would never be even considered for that.
He won it. He's not even the team MVP.
He got a better chance making the Pro Bowl as a special teams guy. He got a better chance making the Pro Bowl as a special teams guy than the QB.
But as a Cowboys fan, if y'all got that much faith in Taysom Hill, I appreciate that.
Yeah, because he threw 2 touchdowns on y'all. Should have had 3.
And gave us
one that garbage time.
He gave us 4 picks and should have had 6.
Oh, you won that garbage time being a Dak Prescott fan.
Garbage time stats. He throw them garbage time touchdowns. Hey, he's a great athlete. Understand? He's a great athlete. But this, has some kick return sometimes. Play a little bit of receiver, play a little bit of tight end. That's Taysom Hill to me. If they play him like that, I can be more appreciative of him. If he just going to throw for 90 snaps, I can't do that.
This guy has to be 40 snaps. A Lions or a fan of a losing team, man. So he said, Anthony Price, he says, LOL, the more records Lamar breaks, the more money he's going to get. What the hell?
Who's your team, Anthony? Who's your team, man? I don't think he no team, he no fan of a losing team.
Man, hell no, man.
Anthony, who's your squad, bro?
This is Andre Agassi. This is goddamn me, Tiger Woods. This ain't no individual.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, watch the baller, man.
Hey, shout out to my guy Patrick Dollar, man. That's the resident Washington fan, man.
We got a good delivery for y'all on Sunday, Washington football team. We circled this game on. I got this game. Both of these games been circled on the multi-big calendar because 0-2 last year, getting beat by 20 plus to these scrubs.
Damn, roughed up and kicked out the house.
Carve them up. Hey, you want to bet some money? I'm down. Let me know. You a Washington fan? I need that money.
Man, it was a good show, man. Appreciate everybody, hanging out with us, active in those comments, man. We start the shout outs with y'all, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I see you there, Mo. You got any shout outs too? Let you start it off.
The shout out to you guys every night, man. That's always shout outs, man. I typically work and then come home to my children. If not shouting out to children, which they get a shout out, I only have to shout them out. They're my children. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys and shout out to everybody that's tuning in, watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Just flowing, man. I feel with every show, man, the viewer gaining ship, you know what I'm saying, is at a plus. You know what I'm saying? Comments coming through. Exactly what we need, man, to continue to grow. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it was up there if they would have lose if they would have lost Sunday.
Maurice, dog. What's your cash app, dog? What's your cash app, dog? Everybody cash app. I'm on my Robert stuff this week, dog. I'm on my Robert.
But wait, hold on. I'm gonna jump in, chime in. Shout out to you. You're in the Christmas spirit. I see you got. Is that a real tree back there? Is that plastic?
This ain't. I would never ever buy a real tree in my life. Fake to it last, baby. Fake it till you can't no more, baby. You know what I'm saying? But this year we actually it's probably the best looking the tree's been since I moved to this residence. Actually, you know what I'm saying? So I took time to decorate this, alone. You know what I'm saying? Man work. This is man work right here, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is lovely.
All right.
I can't wait till Christmas over.
This is what we want to do. After the show's over, we want to see everyone's tree. We want to see y'all Christmas tree because mine's struggling. It's about 2 branches more than the Charlie Brown tree.
I was about to say, look like the Charlie Brown tree.
Hey, man, a little sensitive, man.
Hey, man, as long as you in the spirit and your kids, man, going into it, man, great spirits, man. That's all that matters, man.
Well, it also matters. December 11th, make sure y'all come out to the Ugly Sweater Christmas party, out here in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be up there. We have New Orleans legendary DJ Money Fresh. He did DJ for Juvenile, Soulja Slim, Cash Money, No Limit. It is up there. He's going to be our virtual DJ. We're going to have a craps table, blackjack table, and we're going to have $100 for the person who gets voted the best ugly sweater.
And all types of juvenile dances. Juvenile back that dances, baby.
Yeah, man, check him out. He's also on Currency, so it's up there. You know, if y'all can't make it the actual party here at the house, y'all can join us virtually online. So shout out to everybody that's coming out, that's thinking about coming out, and shout out to everybody that's supporting the brand, man. We got a lot of big things coming in 2022. That's all I got. What you got there, Coach Lee?
Hey, appreciate everybody joining here with us tonight. These shows be on fire. We got everybody involved, chiming in. Bring your kinfolks with you next time. Let's go ahead and continue to grow this thing. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Man, about that game Sunday, we don't go in the house.
Yo, let's get his comment up. He said he gonna follow and share this show. Keep that same energy.
That same energy, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that same energy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a request you. Keep that same energy, brother. You know why? Because y'all stink. You know what I'm saying? And guess what we gonna do? We're gonna prove that statement on Sunday. I'm talking hella shit. You know why? Y'all beat us by 20 plus last year. I didn't just beat us. Y'all beat us by 20. Y'all suck. What's the football team suck? I'm gonna say that to the grave.
Man, he said that from down below, man. I felt that. Like, shit, I'm scared.
Trash. I'm ready.
I'm getting so old. I'm about to run out of here, man.
Give me that out here. Washington stink team. Washington stink skins.
But hey, definitely shout out, catch it tomorrow on the Wednesday, Nothing But Basketball show. We talk about nothing but basketball and Waco Terra basketball. Boom. Till then, that's it. We got Sports Chatter Show. Peace.